Hey, this is a video response to epic103 and Mr. Gene08. Thanks for being patient. Gene, by the way. I was having this gadget fixed here. Epic103, quickly. The response that I made to ewatchman.com in regards, Philippians chapter 2, verses 6, is to prove Jesus' nature, not humility or behavior towards his Father. I want you to concentrate. You're mixing apples and oranges. I've proven to him because he had a problem with King James saying equal to God. Philippians 2:6 in King James says equal to God. NIV says nature, his nature, God. So I've proven to him that the nature, the essence, the fabric of Jesus is the same as the Father. So if that's the case, then in nature, he's equal to the Father. Concentrate on that, not the humility that comes afterwards or what Jesus says. On those verses that you quoted me, I agree with you 100%. But I'm forced not to ignore his nature, according to the Bible. John 1:1, Romans 9:5, and so forth. See what I'm saying? I can go on and on. But concentrate on the nature, and then let's stop. The arguments you bring to the table are, I agree with them 100%. But I'm not going to be selective. I have to take everything, all or none. That's about the Bible. See? So we went back and proved that King James is right when he says equal with God. In nature, yeah, he's equal to God, to his Father. Absolutely. That's the divinity, and that's the deity, and that's the heavenly realm. That's how it goes. There's no lesser God, and then we crash and burn, because if he's a lesser God, then we got two types of God in nature, two different. Then we have a problem there, theologically. Now, to Mr. Gene08, you've been patient in regards to me responding to your question about Jesus sitting on the right hand of the Father. Well, in the Bible, over and over it says the Father is Spirit. Okay, in Exodus, Exodus 20, it tells that we cannot make idols because he's Spirit. We can't see him. Acts 17:29. Okay, 1 Timothy 1:17. Jesus in John 4:24 says, "My Father is Spirit; he must be worshipped in Spirit." So if the Bible at the same time tells us that he's going to sit on the right hand of the Father, is it contradicting itself? Was Jesus lying to us? Because Spirit doesn't have hands or head. It does not. You see? Or is it me and you that have a problem reading the Bible? Is it the reader that becomes a problem? Because throughout the Old Testament, they say, Yahweh with his right fist, right hand. They kept saying that. Let me give you an example. When Jesus says, "I come knocking on your heart," is he really using his knuckles and fist to knock on a door, front door or a patio door, on your heart? When he says, "I'm the way," is he like really a street, kind of a highway with the on-ramp, off-ramp? Okay? Throughout the Bible, when it's described that the Father's right hand, it's always describing his power, his seriousness. Okay? It's his serious side. It's his powerful side. So when Jesus sits on the right hand of the Father, it's not talking about the Father's physical sense. It's talking about he sits at the most mightiest, the most powerful position. That's what it's talking about. Because remember John, when he saw the throne at the end, during the judgment and all the tribulations, and he sees one throne. He sees one throne. He doesn't see two thrones side by side and with a little plaque or a label describing which one is which. So you see what I'm saying? There's a lot of description in the Bible that you cannot take literal. It's a spiritual talk. So that's what I'm saying. In regards, you saying the Trinitarians, I do believe all the verses you're sending me, but I'm also forced to believe that the Godhead, there's three of them that are different in essence, but one in nature. Remember the fabric? Well, I just explained it. Okay? But three different in essence and function. We've got one that took flesh and came down. And you've got one that manifests as a dove and that also prays for you and intercedes for you and will kill you, will convict you, will edify you, will grieve. Okay? And you've got, for example, Genesis 11:7. Genesis 11:7. Let us go down and confuse their language. Who's God talking to? To his imaginary friend? Okay? In Genesis 3:22, he says, man has now become like one of us. Like one of us. Man has become like one of us. Whoever's speaking, if that's God the Father speaking, he's telling you the equality of whoever he's speaking to or chatting with, that they are all the same in nature. He's speaking for all. Man, if this doesn't get you, brother. Isaiah 6:8. Who will go for us? I mean, baptism. Matthew 28:19. Go baptize them in the Father, Son, and the Spirit. Without that, you see, this is my favorite one. Never understood this about the Watchtower. Is they don't even baptize in that. And it's a command. You leave one of those three ingredients out, the baptism is out the door. It doesn't run. It's a faulty baptism. So you've got these verses, what I'm saying, you cannot ignore. I said you can't pick and choose, and this is where the Watchtower kind of fell apart, is they couldn't understand it, so they made a Bible that will suit their understanding. And it takes editing every 20 years because it doesn't work. It backfires. The machine has been tampered with. That's all I'm saying. The Trinitarian is not some kind of weird own its own belief. No, we are forced to believe that there is three different in essence, one in nature. That's what I see in the Bible when I read it, brother. Just read the Bible. Don't think other people are smarter than you and have them influence you to understand the Bible the way they think it should be interpreted. Trust in the Lord, my friend. Trust in Him. You'll be amazed. And just open the book.